Do you have a Swiffer WetJet? Yeah? Okay. I don't know about you, but where I live, these cost about $8 for the refill. We are not about that. I was starting to hate this thing because I was like, it's so annoying. It doesn't have the regular things on top where you can just get the pad and just stick it in there. Stick it in the holes, like any sort of whatever you wanted to use for a pad or just a typical wipe to put on there. It just didn't have that. All it's got is the sticky thingies. And as we can see, it just collects whatever the heck on there. And I was like, I missed the regular one. So I worked in retail and we had one of the regular ones, the typical green ones where you just put the pads on there. Not the sprayers. You just push it across the floor and that's it. With your little wet wipe. And it just does the trick. Or whatever that you're plain wipe. Okay. I fell in love with it. And then I was like, okay, but I could get this and have twice the work put in. There we go. $25. Whatever the heck it was. I don't know. I found it at Target. I did. I bought it. I had to. I was like, I'm going for that. And I got it. I got her. I absolutely love her. And then I started to hate her. So I found a solution. I was like, I'm never going to be able to use this. So hold the phone. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I used to clean my floors and how to get the most out of this sucker without having to go and spend more money on stupid refills. And less chemicals, because I'm not all about using a bunch of chemicals in my house. I have serious allergy issues, so we don't do that around here. I just don't. Sorry, I look like a hobo. I like my home to be clean. The idea of, oh, it smells so clean. Clean does not have a smell. Clean is odorless, meaning there's nothing to smell. But I like to also have my house smell fresh. That's okay with me. If it smells like lemons or it smells like going outside and there's just a breath of fresh air, that's okay. But we don't do chemicals, so I was like, I don't want to, it just hurts my nose. I get headaches, I get migraines, I'm way too sensitive. So I'm going to cover what I did with this. But for what I used on here, you're going to go to the dollar store and you're going to get you a little mop pad. I think that's literally what it's called, whatever. It's a big white fluffy thing. Go to the Dollar Tree. And I think they have multiple different styles. Mine was a big fluffy one. You just have to adjust it a little bit so that the sprayers can actually spray. If you're doing it the old-fashioned way and you have an actual mop bucket and you just don't have, I don't know, maybe your refill's gone, whatever. You just do it that way. Get a bucket of hot water and put your whatever cleaner in there and call it good and still use the mop pad, not worry about the sprayers being covered, but just readjust the pad on there and you'll be good to go. But other than that, you literally just slap it on there and it sticks on there. It got a little Velcro sticky thing and it just, like a little area, and it just sticks on there perfectly. And then you just rinse it out and throw it in the washer if you want, or however the heck you want to clean it, and it's good to go, okay? So, I'm going to get down to it, and I'm going to tell you how the heck I actually cleaned all my floors without having to spend any more money with the things that I already had in my home. Alrighty, so side note, this video is going to be a bit long. It's about 8 minutes or so. Anywho, you can go ahead and fast forward through it if you want. I would not advise skipping if you want to hear all my little details and whatnot about how and why I'm cleaning the way that I am. So just make sure you have your audio on because I don't know how to do captions yet, sorry. Or subtitles, whatever. Okay. Anywho, I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you watch it all the way through. And thank you for watching. Okay, so first thing I want to cover is how you're going to reuse your actual refill or that has to get replaced all the time. So you're literally going to get some boiling water and hold it in there for about 3 minutes or so, and then you're going to get a towel. It needs to be boiling water that you pour into a mug. It's not going to work otherwise. And then you're going to get a towel, and then you're going to pop the lid off. It won't come off otherwise. They design it so you literally can't do that. That's why they make the refills. That's how they make their money. And that's why we have to figure out how to be resourceful here, because I don't want to spend more money buying more refills, and that's all it takes. Make sure you have boiling water toss it in a nice thick mug, and hold that sucker in there for about 3 minutes or so. It should work. Don't bother. I mean, you could heat it up in the microwave if you want, but try boiling water. Next thing you're going to do is use some insanely hot water, and you're going to rinse the heck out of that container. Nobody ever talks about this in the other videos I found, okay? So what I did here with my vinegar, I had about 1/3 of a bottle left right here. You can kind of guess on your measurements. The rest of it, I filled up with some super hot water. And then I put a bit of Dawn in there. And then I went outside. I don't know, I was paranoid. I didn't want to spill anything anywhere. So I put it outside. And then I just filled up my little refill bottle. And I called it good. I don't know, I was scared because it previously had chemicals in it, and I'm dumb. I was paranoid. I looked it up. It's perfectly safe to reuse these. Whatever they have isn't too harsh in the first place. Okay, so first thing I did was I found my little mop pad, and I decided that I was just going to test it out because I haven't really used it in this way. Previously, I had my big, I think it's like a 3-gallon bucket, and I filled it full of hot water and then the vinegar, and I shoved the entire Swiffer in there because I didn't realize that I could refill I didn't know I could refill the bottle, okay? And I was doing it that way and practically wringing it out by squeezing the pad attached to the Swiffer on the side of the bucket, and that was just an absolute nightmare. And then I was like, well, why can't I just reuse that? And I figured out I could not take the lid off. So I had to look up a way to do that. And some other people just missed out on multiple things in their videos that they just didn't cover. Okay? And I feel like it's ingenious. You could totally reuse whatever the heck you want as that mop pad. Like, literally. It's okay to be resourceful as long as you're not covering up your jets on there, if that's what you're using. If you're doing it that way, then go ahead. I had to adjust it a little bit here. It's super fluffy. So if there's part of your mop pad that you want to trim parts of the fluff off of, that's great too. If it's sticking up too much, that's fine. Just go ahead and trim it. I honestly thought about that, and it just, I made do with what I had. I did do the bathroom first. I went ahead and I scrubbed everything. It was super icky between this and then the entryway. There's just things like plastered on the floor. So we literally had just moved in, and the floor was not clean. The carpet is gnarly. I unfortunately do not have my carpet cleaner that is brand new. I have literally used it once on a previous place that we just moved out of, and it's in storage, which is about 3 hours away. Okay, so I don't have her. I have a little shop vac that I was very fortunate to get right before we left. But other than that, I don't have anything else to clean the rest of my floors with. But as for the wood's getting clean. I don't care. I actually don't know if these are vinyl planks or not. I didn't bother doing a deep search of them. So I guess I'll figure that part out later. But for now, I'm just going to give it a whole scrub. So this is our other bathroom that we have. This is a smaller one. It's just got the little shower and whatnot in the corner over here. Super easy to clean this. This is linoleum. I was super excited to clean this. It's because I don't have to worry about any liquid getting in the cracks. And I also don't have we don't have a shower liner in the downstairs bathroom, okay? So there's just a monsoon that ends up on the floor when you're showering, and then also when you try to get out, and then it's a nightmare. So hopefully we get a shower liner soon. And the shower upstairs is a little bit smaller, and that dude doesn't fit in there. And I can fit in there fine. I'll probably rack my head on the shower, but that's okay. But for now, it's just going to be an absolute nightmare to not have that puddle happening and get the floor all sticky, and it's probably going to, create some nasty, sticky whatever on the floor when you're taking a shower every time, because that's just what happens. So I don't have any other towels at the moment. I don't have another rug to lay on the floor until we get our stuff out of storage. I don't have my shower liner. It just did not come with. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but it's not here. So this is our entryway. I swept this area so good because this is where we keep our cat litter, okay? And it is absolutely filthy. And then there's the entryway to the bathroom. That's right there. And before we ever even moved in, this is probably one of the worst areas besides our bathroom that's right here. There's just sticky spots all over. It was ick. Like, you could see it. It was just bleh. And I was like, well, I can't. I mean, if anything, I can take a knife to it or something else to scrape up certain spots. Because there are a few areas on here that it was just not coming off. So I don't know what it is. There's also some paint spots that they managed to get on the floor. So I'll probably go through and do a deep clean of that. But, like, you see how well this thing is doing? Because the floor looks so much better. Like, she's actually getting glossy. And I was super excited because right in front of the door, between the door and the stairs, it was icky. Like, it was icky. And then all along the wall in here, it was just bleh. Do you see how dirty this thing got? That's disgusting. This is the first time I had scrubbed these areas, okay? So I went ahead and I bothered to wash that thing off. And then I decided to do the kitchen floor. I had already cleaned the kitchen at least. And also the upstairs bathroom with this previously. But I hadn't gotten to the entryway and whatnot because I was paranoid that I was going to have to scrub the entire floor in the bathroom, which to me included behind the washer and dryer because it was absolutely disgusting. Because there's a bunch of lint and dust and dirt and some other weird random things that are just sitting on the floor behind there. But I don't know how to undo the hookups for the washer, so I was kind of like, no, I don't do that. And then I also didn't realize that I had my tiny little shop vac, which I think I might try and do that today and pull the washer and dryer out of there and actually scrub behind there after vacuuming and see if I can get the junk off the floor. I don't want my cats going back there. I got 4 cats. They're kind of small. It was not pretty to try and get them out of there. 2 of them decided to jump back there. It was a bit of a nightmare. It's a good thing that there's doors on both sides of the bathroom because I'm not crawling back there. But anyways. I'm super happy about the ability to wipe the floors easier with having the jug on there that's filled. And even after I did the kitchen floor, it just looked a bit icky, okay? But it made it so much easier than wringing everything out physically with the bucket or undoing the entire pad, pulling it off there. Anyways, do you see how dirty this thing is? Because this was after everything. So I'd already previously washed it after I did the whole bathrooms and whatnot and the entryway. But, like, look how disgusting that got. I don't know if I think I did all my videos in order. I tried. There's, like, 10 different clips I had to use here, okay? I don't know. Anyways. But, like, you can just see all of that just coming out of there. And I was like, ooh. But that just made me so happy because, like, the entryway got cleaned. Half those spots that were there, I scrubbed. We put a lot of muscle behind there and she got clean. So I'm very grateful. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed everything. I'm sorry that I just talk and talk and talk. But there's only so much shortening I could do of every little section that I did. So I wanted to make sure that I got it all out. And then I showed every speck of my floor because that's what I can clean at the moment, and that's what I'm going to make sure is clean, like, weekly. I'm going to give her a scrub weekly, okay? That's just how it's going to go. If you enjoyed this video at all, please go ahead, comment, like, and if you want to see more videos, there's going to be a ton of cleaning videos, and I mean, like, a lot. So in case you're interested, go ahead and poke that there subscribe button so you can follow along. I'm posting a lot more frequently. You can go ahead and follow my other account too if you want. Go ahead, subscribe there. I'm literally covering all the life things. All the things. So go ahead and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the whole thing. I'm curious to know what the heck you do with your Swiffer or how you clean your floors. Whatever the heck it is. If you have any other ideas or if you want to see any other content, if it involves cleaning, you let me know and you put it down, and I promise you I will find the most efficient and probably random way of how you can do it without having to break the bank, because we don't do that around here. Thank you for watching.